Welcome to another session of Statistics and Probability. This is your teacher, John Glenn S. Almario. Today we will be discussing understanding hypothesis testing. For your lesson objectives, after going through this lesson, you are expected to understand the idea behind hypothesis testing, define and formulate statistical hypothesis, distinguish null hypothesis from alternative hypothesis, and determine whether a hypothesis test is directional or non-directional, and also determine whether a directional hypothesis is left-tailed or right-tailed, and sketch the graph of a mathematical model for testing hypothesis. Now, for the lesson proper, we have three terms. Hypothesis testing, a decision-making process for evaluating claims about a population based on the characteristics of a sample purportedly coming from that population. Now, there are two types of hypothesis testing. First is the null hypothesis. When we say null hypothesis, it is a statement that there is no difference between a parameter and a specific value, denoted by H sub O. The other one is the alternative hypothesis. It is a statement that there is a difference between a parameter and a specific value, denoted by H sub 1. So, ano ba yung hypothesis? So, kung maalala nyo sa inyong mga pag nag-experiment tayo sa science, meron tayong hypothesis, meron tayong isang basis. So, tetestingin natin yung hypothesis na to kung totoo o hindi. So, kapag walang pinagkaiba in terms of statistics, when we say null hypothesis, wala daw pinagkaiba yung parameter at yung specific value. Kaya siya H sub 0. Kasi bakit 0? Kasi walang pinagkaiba yung parameter at yung specific value. On the other hand, kapag naman alternative hypothesis, merong pinagkaiba yung parameter at yung specific value na yon. Kaya meron tayo, denoted ito ng H sub 1. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Ngayon, paano ba natin titingnan itong hypothesis testing? Here's an example. The owner of a factory that sells a particular bottled fruit juice claims that the average capacity of a bottle of their product is 250 ml. Is the claim true? Now, from here, sa statement na to, meron daw isang owner ng pabrika na nagtitinda ng bottled fruit juice. So, familiar naman kayo sa market na may mga iba't ibang brand ng bottled fruit juice. Sabi nila, ang average capacity daw ng bawat bote ay 250 ml. Is this claim true raw? Ngayon, kung mapapasin nyo, paano ba nila nasusukat yun? Although may mga machine sila para sukatin yun, of course, hindi may iwasan. May mga minsan akala nyo hindi pantay yung bote, hindi pantay yung kanilang capacity. Pero kadalasan talaga, of course, on an average scale, 250 ml talaga. Now, is this claim true? Paano ba natin hahanapin yung null at yung alternative hypothesis? Now, we have two hypotheses. Ano-ano yun? Unang-una, H sub 0. The bottled drinks contain 250 ml. This is the claim. When we say this is the claim, ito yung pagbabasihan natin. So, therefore, ito yung ating H sub O. Meaning to say, yung ating mean ay equal sa 250. Bakit naging mean? Kasi kung titingnan dito, the average capacity of a bottle of their product is 250 ml. Ayan, very good. Next, how about the alternative hypothesis? Ito naman, the bottled drinks do not contain 250 ml, which is the opposite. So, meaning to say, in mathematical terms, we can state this as H sub 1 is the mean not equal to 250 ml. Kasi ang tanong lang naman dito kung 250 ml daw yung average or hindi. So, iyan na yung dalawang hypothesis natin. Isang H sub O, which is the mean is equals to 250, and H sub 1, where the mean is not equal to 250. When the alternative hypothesis utilizes the not equal symbol, the test is said to be non-directional. So, paano ba yung non-directional na yan? So, mamaya, explain natin. Okay? So, nakuha ba tong part na to? Ang mahalaga naman dito, ma-identify muna natin kung ano ba yung null at yung alternative hypothesis. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Using the same problem earlier, para matest natin kung totoo yung claim, the members of the consumer group did the following. So, ito yung problem din kanina, kaya lang, para matest daw nila kung totoo yung claim, ganito daw yung ginawa ng consumer group. They get a sample of 100 such bottles, calculate the capacity of each bottle, and compare the sample, mean, and the claim. So, syempre, ang ginawa daw ni consumer group, since hindi sila naniniwala dun sa sinabi ng factory na 250 ml, bumili sila or kumuha sila ng sample, 100 samples, 100 na bote. So, yung 100 na bote na ngayon na kinuha nila, chinek nila isa-isa kung ilan yung laman nung bote. So, ngayon, nung na-check na nila lahat, in-average nila yung laman. Therefore, ano nangyari? The observed mean capacity of 100 bottles is 240 ml. The sample standard deviation is 10 ml. Of course, nung mineasure nila yung sample mean, kinuha na rin nila yung sample standard deviation. So, ano ang significance nitong information na nakuha nila? So, kung kanina, nagkaroon tayo ng walang basis, ang basis lang natin kung true or hindi. Ngayon, meron na tayong pagbabasihan na measurement, which is 240 ml. So, paano mababago yung alternative hypothesis natin dito? Okay, so, check natin ano. Ayan. Ayun. So, etong part na to, average capacity of their bottle is bottle of their product is 250 ml. Ito yung ating null hypothesis. Again, pero ano na ngayon yung ating alternative hypothesis? Ang alternative hypothesis natin ay ito. Observed mean capacity of 100 bottles is 243 ml. So, ibig sabihin, ano nangyari? Mula sa 250, ang sukat lang daw nila ay 243. So, therefore, we can say that the alternative hypothesis, H sub 1, the mean is less than 250. Bakit less than 250? Kasi yung measurement nila rito ay 243. Nakuha ba? Okay, good. Bakit naging ganun, sir? Kanina, not equal. Ngayon, naging less than na. Kasi nagkaroon na tayo ng measurement. Kasi kanina, wala naman tayong mini-measure dito. Okay? Good. So, ngayon, paano na ngayon yan, sir? When the alternative hypothesis utilizes the greater than or the less than symbol, the test is said to be directional. Yung pala yun, sir. So, kanina, yung not equal, non-directional. Ngayon naman, greater than or less than, directional. So, nakuha ba? Okay, good. So, paano ko malalaman kung directional or left-tailed or right-tailed yung aking hypothesis? So, ito yung mga words na titingnan natin. Kapag right-tailed yung ating direction, makakita kayo ng mga words na greater, efficient, improves, effective, and increases. At marami pang iba, pero ito yung pinaka-common. So, sa left-tailed, we have decrease, less than, or smaller. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Now, ito yung ating normal curve na, ito yung representation ng hypothesis testing. For the non-directional and the directional. For the non-directional, we have two tails. Bakit two tails? Kasi dalawa yung buntot niya. Ito yung nagsisilbing buntot niya. Ito yung end na to. Ito yung, remember, ni-utilize natin ito for 95%. Yung natitira dito is the remaining 5%. So, hinati natin sila. So, 2.5, 2.5. Ngayon, ano naman ito? Ito yung tinatawag na critical value. When we say critical value, dapat pasok riyan, dapat mas mataas dito or yung measurement natin is within dito sa accepted region. Ang accepted region ay ito. So later on, i-discuss pa natin yun, okay? But for now, ito na muna. So, two-tailed. Ang mahalaga dito, malaman natin na kapag two-tailed, yung probability na yung ng distribution ay makikita natin sa magkabilang dulo. The probability is found on both tails of the distribution. Kapag naman directional, meron tayong left-tailed and right-tailed. So, sa left-tailed, yung probability nakikita natin sa kaliwang side ng normal curve. Kapag naman right-tailed, makikita natin yung direction sa kanan. Ayan. So, ito yung 5%, ito yung 95%. Same lang here. 95%, 5%. So, nakuha ba? Okay, good. Now, another example. A farmer believes that using organic fertilizer on his plants will yield greater income. His average income from the past was 200,000 pesos per year. Let's state the null and the alternative hypothesis in words and in symbols. Then state whether the test is directional or non-directional. Okay, so madali lang. Dito wala pa tayong kukumpitin, i-state lang natin. Okay. So, base dito sa una, let us state the null and the alternative hypothesis in words and in symbol. So, ano bang una natin mapapansin? Tingnan natin ito, analyze natin itong problem. His average income from the past was 200,000 pesos per year. So, pwedeng ito yung maging basis natin. Therefore, we can say that this is our null hypothesis. That the average income from the past was 200,000 pesos per year. Or, that is in words. In symbol, we can note that as h sub 0, the mu or the average is equals to 200,000. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Now, paano naman yung alternative hypothesis? Saan natin kukunin yung alternative hypothesis? Mukhang wala tayong pagkukumparahan. However, if you could look at this, ayan, ano yung word na yan? Ayan, greater. So, therefore, ngayong nakita na natin yung greater, ano daw ang dinedenote kapag greater? Ayun. So, alam na nating directional siya. Kaya lang, ano tong greater? Ano sinisimbolize niya? Greater than. So, therefore, we can say that organic fertilizers on his plants will yield greater income. So, therefore, ang magiging alternative hypothesis ko ay H sub 1, the mean or the average is greater than 200,000. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Now, nakuha na natin yung null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis. So, ano na lang ang kulang? Ang kulang na lang natin ay kung directional or non-directional. But, remember, we have this word and this symbol. Therefore, we can say that it is a directional and it is right-tailed. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Kuha. Now, another example. The average height of grade 8 students is 158.2 centimeters. The mean height of a sample 100 female students is 160 centimeters with a standard deviation of 6 centimeters. Again, let us state the null and the alternative hypothesis in words and in symbols. And also, let us state whether the test is directional or non-directional. So, anong hanapin natin dito? Yung null and alternative hypothesis. So, ano ba ang null hypothesis? Ayun, ito ang pwede natin gawing null hypothesis. Ayan. The average height of grade 8 students is 158.2 centimeters. Therefore, in symbol, we can state that as mu is equals to 158.2. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Paano naman yung alternative hypothesis? Ayun, etong measurement na to. The mean height sample of 100 female students is 160 centimeters. So, paano yun, sir? Mu ba natin equal sa 160 centimeters? Hindi po. Ano ba ang relationship nitong 160 sa 158.2? Mas mataas yung 160 sa 158.2. Therefore, we can state that our alternative hypothesis that the mean height sample of 100 female students is 160 centimeters, in words or in symbol, pwede natin siyang i-note as or isulat as the mean or h sub 1, the mean is greater than 158.2. Bakit naging gano'n? Kasi itong 160 ay mas mataas sa 158.2. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Ngayon, meron na akong null at alternative hypothesis. Ano nasusunod? I'll just state whether the test is directional or non-directional. Since this is greater than, we can state that this is directional and it is right-tailed. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Now, let's recap what we just have learned. Hypothesis testing, a decision-making process for evaluating claims about a population based on characteristics of a sample purportedly coming from that population. We have two types of hypothesis testing: the null, which states no difference, and the alternative, which states that there is a difference. Again, also remember, when the alternative hypothesis utilizes the not equal symbol, it is not directional. On the other hand, kapag naman greater than or less than yung ating symbol, the test is said to be directional. Also, take note of the keywords para malaman natin kung left-tailed or right-tailed yung ating direction. Okay? Kuha ba? Okay, good.
Get ready for the next battle.
So, ayan. Practicein natin itong ating problem. Let us state the null and the alternative hypothesis in words and in symbols. State whether the test is directional or non-directional. So, pause nyo muna yung video. State nyo lang naman kung ano yung null and alternative hypothesis. We have two problems here. Here is the first one and here is the second one. So, pause nyo muna yung video. After that, sagutan nyo. Then, check natin kung tama yung sagot nyo. Okay? I trust you guys. Good luck.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, so welcome back. So ngayon check na natin kung tama yung ating mga sinagot. Now, for the first problem, the net weight of a packet of a snack brand is 130 grams. A sample of 80 packets yielded a sample mean of 112 grams with a standard deviation of 15 grams. So dito, state lang natin kung ano yung null at yung alternative hypothesis. So, ano yung null hypothesis? Ito yung null hypothesis. The net weight of a packet of a snack is 130 grams. That is in words. In symbol, that is the mean is equals to 130. Yan, 130. Very good. Next. Alternative hypothesis. Very good. A sample of 80 packets yielded a sample mean of 112 grams. So, ang alternative hypothesis natin ay H sub 1, the mean is less than 130 grams. Okay, good. Now, we have the null and alternative hypothesis. Is this directional or non-directional? Very good. This is directional and it is left-tailed. Tama ba? Okay, good. Next. A random sample of 200 students got a mean score of 62 with a standard deviation of 5 in a knowledge test in mathematics. In standardization of test, the mean is equals to 50 and standard deviation is equal to 10. Okay, good. So, ano ang ating null hypothesis dito? Ayun, very good. In standardization of the test, the mean is equals to 50. Therefore, the null hypothesis is the mean is equals to 50. Ba't ganun, sir? Hindi ba 62? Hindi po 62. Bakit? Ang 62 po na mean score ay galing sa 200 students na sample. Okay? Ayan. So, kapag nakita siguro kayo ng mga standardization, yun, ina yung Q nyo para ito ay Q yun para maging malaman nyo na null hypothesis yung ini-state. Okay? Ayan. Good. Next. How about alternative hypothesis? A random sample of 200 students got a mean score of 62. Therefore, ang alternative hypothesis natin ay H sub 1 is greater than or mu is equals to or greater than 50. Very good. Meron na akong null, meron na akong alternative. Is this directional? Yes, it is directional and it is right-tailed. So, kuha ba? Okay, very good. Thanks for watching my video lesson. Again, this is John Glenn Salmario saying, remember, trust the process. Bye guys. See you soon.